y'all go ahead and click that like button, share this video out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. That man, don't stop standing right there looking at me. We gonna have a problem. But I just decided I'm gonna go ahead and go live. That way, while I'm doing this video, I keep myself in check because I'm the type, I get it, we're in public, but I will say, you might want to move along. You know what I mean? This is Atlanta, so I stay ready, okay? Carlee Russell, that's what I want to talk about. I don't go live enough on here, but you gotta go through so many channels to go live. You gotta go change this setting and that setting. So I didn't even do with a title. I'll have to come back and do it and, give it a little thumbnail. But real quick, I need to rant about this. Mm, mm. Carlee Russell. Carlee Russell, y'all remember her? Y'all remember the young lady that faked her abduction? She faked her abduction. Y'all remember that? She's like, oh, it's a baby on the side of the highway. It's by itself, and it's like in a diaper and a t-shirt and no socks. And uh, I'm going to stay here with the baby. And then, oh, wow, somebody got me. Somebody took me. Somebody kidnapped me. And came home, got caught on camera walking home, right? And then ran up to the door when she got closer and banged on the door. And her parents, they knew when they saw their daughter that she was fibbing, and they still decided to come on air and what? Fib to us. We don't live in their little bubble, okay? We kind of, use our brains a little bit. So I know a lot of you guys was looking at the parents like, we know you're lying. Are you serious? Dad, you know, saying yes, shaking his head no, all this kind of stuff. It just seems like we could even tell the dynamic. It looks like mom is the one who, my daughter can do no wrong. She gets away with everything, and whatever I do, whatever she does, you just make sure you fix it and you go along with it, and you better not say anything. And that's just like, hey, whatever. Yeah, I'm with them. Yeah. And it's like, what kind of world are we living in? Okay. I wanted to see this young lady get more consequences. I know y'all be eating her up in the comments and stuff like that. And honestly, guys, I feel you. I understand your frustration. But, we all have to do better, with how we are with each other. Because whatever is going on with Carlee, whatever made her do what she did, like attacking her and attacking her weight and stuff like that, it's not gonna help. I mean, when this happened, I did do a couple of videos on it, and I was all up and down her Twitter. Somebody said something about her Twitter. So her Twitter gives, she's not even old enough to be on Twitter yet. This young lady is 25 years old. She comes off as spoiled, petty, selfish, self-centered. Okay, how does she get like that at 25 years old? Normally at 25 years old, we're looking at that 25-year-old, right? And not the parents anymore. But in this situation, I totally blame her parents. Now, what we understood is that Carlee was in school. Okay, who's paying for that? Not that anything is wrong with that, but driving what? A Mercedes, asking for a Tesla, and some baguettes, and I was like, what in the world? I remember I used to make demands like that in my 20s, and I used to get that too, but it was from my husband. Like, who? This girl don't even have no career, nothing yet, her own house, none of that, and she on Twitter talking like a spoiled, little child. And it's like, yes, you want to provide the type of lifestyle for your child, to where you can provide things for them, and you can also establish yourself in the community to where if something happens, they're going to show up like they did. I mean, this girl had the FBI, everybody looking for her. She was all over social media. She was all over the national news. And that's the kind of stuff we want to see when people go missing. But, people go missing every second of every day. That's a lot of people that go missing. And we can't even possibly do all that for everybody, but in a lot of cases, people have to fight to even get some kind of search or APB or, Amber Alert or Senior Alert or whatever. And it's like, there's lessons in this for everybody, but I don't see Carlee or her parents getting the lessons that they're supposed to get out of this. And that's why I'm so disappointed, because I feel like the law dropped the ball. Now, the prosecution, she wanted to, really, and I feel like she deserved to be able to say everything she wanted to say, but then they told her, oh, you can only get 2 minutes. Okay, we're not going to trial. We can't spare maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes for the prosecution to say everything she needs to say. And I think it was important for her to say it. I think it was important as part of Carlee's punishment for her to stand there and listen to the prosecution basically scold her in court by really expressing and laying it home how serious this was. And they didn't even grant her that. And I'm so disappointed in that. And I'm disappointed in it for Carlee and for us, because we have to live with people like this, and what they do affects us. Carlee, what she did affects everybody. Even, in the future when we haven't seen it yet. But I know a lot of us have seen it in different comments and different people's reactions. Because there are ongoing issues of people being missing and, not getting sought after like they should for different reasons. And then we have women of color, who that's a challenge, a battle that will probably be battling forever, unfortunately. And I just gotta wonder what kind of sheltered and disrespectful life that she has been living to sit up here and at 25 years old, this girl said she was 25 years old. She said, basically she was saying, I want to get back to being the perfect little girl I always was for 25 years. That's what I heard. But, I mean, she basically was saying she wants to go back to being the model citizen or something. And I'm like, okay, Carlee, you got to learn to stop lying at some point and being delusional and creating your own reality, and your parents should be telling you that. How? Because a perfect citizen doesn't just up at 25 years old, you're a whole adult, and decide that I'm gonna fake my abduction. No, a model citizen doesn't do that. A model citizen does not, what did her job not say that she has some theft or something going on there? That doesn't scream model citizen to me at all. So it's like we're still being delusional, but can't even blame Carlee, okay? Her parents, sir, ma'am, if you think you did a great job, first of all, look at what your daughter did, okay? And you're still parenting that way, right? Okay. Your daughter was sniffling throughout her court case the entire time. Okay, so that's giving spoiled brat. That's giving, I'm in trouble. Feel sorry for me. Like you're sniffling snot the entire time as if you're 3 years old. And the judge thought that it was safe to give her $17,684. I mean, $600.84 or something to that effect. She got to pay back. Okay, probably should be paying more, but who's gonna pay it? Her parents? No, she'd get a job. She get and pay for her own car too while she's at it. And you might want to get your little apartment, but I'm gonna let you wait until you get off of probation, because you got probation fees, and you got to pay us back for these lawyer fees, and you're gonna have to pay your own restitution. I don't even think they're gonna do that. Look, they paid for her lawyer. If that was my daughter, she would be signing that paperwork to get approval for a court appointed attorney. But you know what? As a spoiled brat as she is, I'm pretty sure Carlee would have told the courts, no, I'm not getting a court appointed attorney. My parents can't afford an attorney and they provide for me, so you can make them pay for me an attorney. Why did they even pay for an attorney? I guess the same reason why they came on air and lied for her, and the same reason why we have this product, Carlee Russell, that we actually have. You guys can jab at her, you can talk about her weight and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, can we really focus on the issues? Because the prosecution wasn't even allowed to really lay it home, although she got it out pretty good, to say this is not small what you did. This is not okay. People took off work and everything to help search for you. Like, most people don't get that. You know, she requested jail time. I gotta agree with her. I think Carlee should have got jail time. You know, she was found guilty. She pled guilty. The judge says, well, thank you for not wasting taxpayers' dollars. Okay. It's not that Carlee deserves a thank you for anything, but it's good to remind her that if you had not pled guilty and went to trial, not only would your parents be paying more for your trial, your lawyer and all that, time, and then, the state would have been paying a lot for that. So let's not waste resources when we know you did what you did. But the prosecution is also saying that Carlee did not, they still don't know where she was at. They still don't know anything. I mean, this is a chick that came home, still fake like she was abducted. Her parents knew she was lying. But what did they do? Hide her, harbor her, shelter her. They was like, can you come down here and give us a statement? She's like, what? Do what? Oh, my parents say I don't have to. Everything is for all of us to learn. Every situation, and we can, and I'm pretty sure have and will continue to learn from this situation. But Carlee and her parents, what have they learned? What will the judge learn if he sees Carlee back in later time? Listen, Snapped, all of these shows, when you don't take the opportunities that you can clearly see are necessary to get someone to understand that you might want to start thinking differently, okay, because we're not going to play with you, there are real consequences for these type of things, then you're giving them nothing but air and opportunity to keep telling themselves that they can keep doing this stuff that they're doing. It's like, who gonna step up to the plate? The parents aren't stepping up to the plate. She got 100 hours of community service. What's she gonna do that at? One of her father's friends' places, her mom's friend's boutique or something like that. And she'd be like, you know what? I really don't feel good today. I don't want to come in. Can you sign my community service paperwork? And she says she's getting mental health counseling. I'm pretty sure that was at the advice of the lawyer. Who knows how that's going? But the judge wasn't like, yeah, and I want you to come back in October, and I wanted you to stick with that, and I want to see how that's going. I don't know if he has a right to, get records and see if she's participating and all that. But since it's court ordered, maybe so. But so far, I don't see that it helped her. I don't ever think that this girl is even anywhere close to the fake, the tears, the sniffling. I'm pretty sure this girl been doing that since she was a baby. Okay, no, you can't have that. Look, she threw a fit when things weren't going her way in life. Okay, and it's not that we all haven't done it. Even as adults, sometimes you just kind of like, I'm really just not this. I'm about to have a best friend. Okay, but we know where to stop at. Like, it's like, hey sis, what's going on? Hey, I haven't been live in a long time, so it was rare that I did that. My phone space is not gonna allow me to record and post. And so, I just decided I'd go ahead and go live. And plus, it was some dude standing right there just looking at me like, I'm going to sit in my car until I get finished talking about this. Because I just watched the video and I'm perturbed. Okay, I'm really not happy about this. And I kind of figured that they were going to do that. I kind of figured that they were going to go light on this girl. And I really think that they messed up. I really think that they messed up. It's a misdemeanor and it should be a felony. It should be a felony. Hello. Abduction is serious. Hello, abduction is serious. There's plenty of people that get abducted every second of every day, and not only do they not get searched for like that, they don't even get found. Again, can she do community service at a missing person center? Can she do all of her community service there so that she can be right there? Getting the phone call, she could be right there seeing the family. She could be right there seeing how the family's like, y'all gonna look for my child today? Like, what's going on? So she can see how this is in real life. Like, this girl is 25 years old and it's like she's a little 3-year-old yet. Not even haven't even reached kindergarten level yet. In kindergarten, we learn to not be selfish. We learn to start to think of our consequences. Okay, well, if you hit Johnny, he's gonna want to hit you back. If you're right on the walls, you're gonna have consequences for that. You know what I'm saying? 25 years old, and this girl didn't even think it through. She told the most outlandish story, and she gives me type of vibes. Oh, Carlee Russell, yeah. Carlee Russell. She went to court. She pled guilty, and she got a slap on the wrist. He found her guilty because she pled guilty on both counts, and it was 6 months sentence each, and he suspended it. And I'm just kind of like, I'm with the prosecution. Don't nobody want to see no woman go to jail, but let's be honest. Sometimes jail is created for a reason. Like, we honestly don't really want nobody to go to jail, and I haven't even been to jail, and I can't even imagine wanting somebody to go to jail unless they need to go to jail. In my opinion, Carlee needs to go do some jail time. I don't care if you make her do weekends till she serves out that sentence. It's a year. Yes, she need to sit down for a year because her parents are not gonna be there to do it. I'm glad you agree, because her parents, Nikki, her parents got her a lawyer. Her parents harbored her when she first came home, and the cops were saying, we need you to come and give us a statement. We're being nice, but we need you to come give us a statement. You had all these people, the FBI, everybody looking for you, and you said you were, I forgot I had a premiere, but you guys were, you said you were abducted or whatever. I thought I changed that one to tomorrow. That's what it was. But anywho, her parents was like, oh, we'll go when you're ready. What? No. At what point do you not say, okay, I think we might have to change our parenting style up here because look what our daughter just did. Can you just imagine? These are the type of children that be in these movies, that be on Snap, stuff like that. Be doing some horrible things and getting it covered up, all up and down her Twitter line. It just showed that she's like immature and everything. You said they neglect. Yeah, they will be. And I really pray that Carlee and her parents evolve. But if this is their mindset, if this is for whatever reason, how they want to parent with her, and they might also have a lifestyle to where they're just like, nah, we don't see it that way. If we do something that we choose to do and we can get out of harsh consequences, then that's how we gonna live our life, because we earned that. I mean, I don't know, some people do think like that, and I think that for the judge to tell the parents that, hey, it just got real, I think it was his time. That's why we have judges. Okay, when you ain't getting it together, when the parents ain't getting it together, then the judge is stepping in and saying, "Listen, okay, you need to go sit down for a second, right?" Yeah, yeah. And the prosecution was like, "No, she need to go to jail. She do. She need to go." This girl, it's not that she did it, and maybe her hormones are off, or she got mental issues, she got emotional issues, she was in love, and she just couldn't handle it or whatever. She thought she could make him or control him by saying, "Oh, I went missing," ooh. Or she could make her parents get her a Tesla. I don't know. And then when it was over and she said, "Oh my God, everybody's looking for me. Oh, this is big. Oh, what did I do?" And then came home and said, "Okay, I got to go face up to what I did." No, that's not what she did. The cops was mad. Yes, the DA was mad. I don't know if you've seen it, sentencing, but this girl's 25 years old, Nikki. She was standing in court sniffling snot the entire time because she mustered up, some tears in her eyes. So she was standing there sniffling her snot the entire time. And it's like, this is the pumpkin y'all raised? Huh? What is she, 2? She not gonna do nothing about that? She's just gonna stand there and sniffle snot the entire time. Did she go to etiquette school? I mean, did y'all pay for it and she just was like, yeah, whatever? I mean, because I'm just, she said she wants to, get back to being this little perfect citizen that she was, for 25 years. Not her exact words, but that's how I heard it. She's basically want to get back to being the upstanding model citizen that she has been for 25 years. And I'm like, where? Because a model citizen, listen, if we gonna put these labels on each other, I'm a model citizen. More so than you, sweetie. I did not fake an abduction of my own. I did not do that. I don't go around committing crimes that will affect other people so many ways. The trauma that she is putting on other families just by them even seeing, it's not about it being right or fair or anything, but you can't help but look at the national attention and the FBI and all that she got, when it's some people still calling right now, "My little girl is out here, come on y'all, let's." Then to find out it was like you re-traumatizing people. It's people who family members went missing, got abducted, and they're in trafficking right now. It's people who family members went missing, got abducted, and they bodies never were found. They don't know if they're alive or dead. They had to bury them. And then we see you come home and you're like, it was a guy, he had red hair and he wanted to play with my hair and paint my nails. Or something she said. And your parents let you tell that story. No, she did not come up on her own and say, "I don't care what nobody says. This is a story I'm telling." Listen, Carlee been running things. Not only did they pay for the lawyer and the parents said, "Okay, we're going to walk here with you while you tell that silly story. In your own time, though. Whenever you ready. We know you was faking, so it's really nothing for you to recover from. But even if you was actually abducted, they're going to come to your house and do an interview so you don't have to come there or something. But they need to interview you because this was a crime. And put the babies in it. She has a nursing license? I thought she was in school to be a nurse. Disgusting TV court folks have stood on business better. Yeah. Okay, so he gave her suspended jail time. He gave her 2 years supervised probation, which her parents are probably gonna pay for the probation, right? And they probably know the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has to pay like 17,000 and something dollars. Who's gonna pay that? Carlee, her parents, I'm sure. She has to do 100 hours of community service. He didn't even dictate where. This is too sweet. If I could get a wish and I could go do something that I might want to do, and I could say I want those consequences, I'm taking it. You don't get a felony charge. You do 100 hours of community service, and I guess you get to pick where. You pay some money. Now that part, that's 17,000. That's a little steep, but I'm doing a crime. I'm getting a crime. I'm getting a crime of my choice. And what else does she have to do? Oh, stay in counseling. Come back in October and prove that you've stayed in counseling and paid your restitution. Her parents gonna listen. Carlee will get a job. She can catch the bus. I don't know how you gonna get there, honey, but get there when you can. And when your probation is over with, I hope you have established your money and found you a place, because we are no longer supporting you anymore. Okay, your choices. It's time to be an adult. Yeah, it's time to be an adult. We cannot. It's in your best interest for us to stop covering for you and coddling for you. Do you understand that these two people, God, lady, would you please stop? I know as soon as I get out my car, she gonna ask for money. I mean, these people in Atlanta here are a trip. They are hounds. Like they something else, y'all. They something else. And I'm just like, I don't do people, so leave me alone. You know what I mean? Leave me alone, because I ain't gonna be nice. Ain't gonna be nice. Ain't gonna be nice. Ain't gonna be nice. I don't got no sorry for you. I'm just, you gotta be like that. You gotta be like that here in a minute. But I don't even forgot what I was saying. It's Carlee though. It's Carlee. It's like, she shouldn't have got away with that. She shouldn't. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that because of the position that her parents do have in the community, that helped her. Of course it did, not only with just the lawyers and everything, but I think that helped the judge with his decision. But he's gonna regret it, because the community is not going to be happy that he was so lenient with her. I know good and well her community, and they probably do a little spoiling of their children too. But at the same time, their children are not out here pulling stunts like this and having the whole community and the FBI and all this stuff out here. And who knows how many of them actually have family members or a friend that they know, somebody who lost somebody to an actual abduction. So, I just think the community is going to be like, okay, election day, remember that. You know, you're gonna have to really, how you gonna come back from that one? Like, you should have really gave it to her. It's nothing wrong with sitting her butt down. You know why? Because she is the same monster, the same little brat, the same selfish person. Listen, I know that I can't diagnose this young lady, right? But it's given psychopath. Okay, when you have no feelings for nobody else but your own, when you have no care for nobody else except for what you want, that's what I get from her. That sniffling in court was about, give me grace. She asked for grace. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's the fact that she even asked for grace tells me so much, because you should not be asking for grace. You should be. She was apologetic, and maybe some people will buy that, but that girl, she had mastery level with that. Her abduction was not good, but come on, she's been doing this with her parents her whole life. So coming in there crying and saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Come on, she been doing that her whole life, and she was probably doing it with her old man too, until he was just like, okay, you really done it now, and I knew you was crazy, but yeah, I can't do this kind of, I mean, look, he's got a career he's trying to build, and he's known as the guy who, this is who you gonna choose as a wife. Now I'm on Front Street and I'm trying to cover for you, and then to see that your behind is lying. As soon as he realized, I was hoping she was not lying. He knows her antics, and as soon as he seen that, he just fell back. And y'all should have just let him fall back, because we already know what it was, and he didn't deserve that. I don't care about what's going on in a relationship. Dude, you faked a whole abduction and put a baby in it, a whole baby. So it's not only just Carlee they looking for the baby. I took your words from when panhandling come up. You comfortable taking money for the food out of my children's mouth? Ooh. Oh my God, yes, do that. Please do. It be dudes, they'll rush you. They'll come up to your car. That's why when I first was getting ready to do this video, I watched it as I was pulling up to this store. And I said, oh, nah, I got to rant about this. I ain't happy about this. And I was going to do a video. And then dude was just standing right there, and I could tell he was plotting on me. I said, you know what? I'm going to go live. Because when I go live, I'm going to have to be cool. Because if I was just doing a video, I would have let him know, hey, you need to go find you something else to do real fast. Like, just leave me alone. I don't got no get out of jail free card like Carlee Russell. Like, no. If someone was to abduct me, do I think the FBI and all that would be coming and checking for me? If someone was to abduct anybody, do we expect that they're gonna be on it like that? Unfortunately, we don't have the resources, first of all, but secondly, just it's too many people that go missing every day for them to take every situation, the way we would like for them to take it. So unfortunately, they make calls based on different things and a lot of times it's not fair, and it ends up with us having loved ones that's in trafficking. Listen, I do a lot of work in different areas, and I see a lot of stuff. In this whole Carlee situation, I kind of felt like they were going to give her a slap on the wrist, but I was really, really, really hoping that the community was, they was like, I can't face the community if I just, give her a slap on the wrist. But what did he do? What did he do? Oh, 2 sentences of 6 months suspended. I was like, Then the prosecution, when she said, I have a lot I want to say, but they told me to limit it to 2 minutes. I'm like, why y'all gonna tell her that? So Carlee doesn't even get to hear the significance, like really hear. She needs to stand, just like victims get to give their impact statement. She needs to sit there and she needs to let that DA get it all out, because there is so much that we don't even know, I'm sure, that she would have liked to say, because there was too many people involved. But she did say, people took off work. This girl, 25 years old, she walked off her job and then, I took something and didn't care about the consequences of that, because mommy and daddy always have her back. She doesn't care about people out here with real bills and no mommy and daddy to bail them out, taking time out of their lives and their day to look for her and a baby we don't even know whose baby it is. Like what was that mystery? They're thinking she put the world through her mess, and everything has an effect. So it's gonna have an effect. Unfortunately, there's no way, there's not gonna be some, oh, she's been abducted, well, we don't want another Carlee Russell, so was she really abducted? It's gonna be like, you're gonna have to really How you gonna prove I'm abducted while I'm abducted? Who's gonna be able to prove it for you to take it seriously and jump on it? Instead of, professionally, they're not supposed to do that, but at the same time, yes, they are, because that's how it goes. You learn from how this suspect went, and that, this led to that, it teaches you the next time what to look for. It teaches you the next time, yeah, he gonna run. Yeah, he gonna rat if I da 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 da, and this is just what it is. So when you see someone actually pull what she pulled and it was all fraudulent, yeah, you're gonna look at the next situation like, and she got a slap on the wrist. I hope y'all not, faking this for, whatever reasons. Carlee, what? She still didn't even tell the people anything. Why? What? So you got a lawyer your parents are paying all this money for, and you have your parents, and you come home and they all on the news. We're trying to talk to her. She won't even talk to us. What? They should have ordered for them to go to her house and tell them, if you guys don't talk to us, we're going to press some charges. And I think they ended up saying something like that to make her talk. And when she talked, still didn't tell them anything. To this day, they have no explanation. That means she has no remorse, and it's giving psychopath. It's just giving psychopath. So, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Because I'm ranting about Carlee Russell, and you feel the same way about a lot of what I said, if not all. And you want to rant too, okay? So, hit the like button. Okay, y'all don't never hit the like button. You gotta hit. That's how this works. Yeah, you gotta hit the like button. Hit the like button. Carlee Russell she learned nothing. She learned nothing but the same thing she's always been learning her whole life. I can do what I want to do, and all I gotta do is cry. And my parents are gonna be right there, and they're gonna cover for me, and all this and that. But you know what, though? Eventually Carlee is going to have to learn, because unfortunately for her, nobody in her community is going to forget this. Nobody in her community is going to forget this. All that her parents have established. I won't be surprised if they move. Not move her, but all move. Just so that she could start over somewhere else. And probably change her name, because if she really would have got harsher consequences, if she really would have showed remorse, I know she doesn't wanna tell where she was at and what she was doing, but sister girl, when you weigh that out, how much more humiliating and embarrassing can it be? Although I don't think she's humiliated or embarrassed. I think she just want to get out of trouble. I don't think she really cares. But if I give them, make up a story. You made one up before, although I don't really advise that, but answer their questions. Because now it's all these people running around here like, why did she even do this? We got nothing. We got nothing. And to tell them, hey, I'm really sorry. She was in court. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, no, sis, you're not. That's fake. Blow your nose. Okay, blow your nose, because we don't want to hear you sniffling every second. That's gross. You're wrong. You're 25 years old. Pull yourself together, okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, you really put it on. That shows me that this is your performance that you've been doing your whole life. If you were truly sorry, you would have been in that DA's office like, yes, I'm so sorry. I'll answer your questions. What you want to know? It's yes, I just have to face up to what I've done. That tells somebody that you're truly probably sorry. You can't even get at it. You can't even get, I don't care. I don't even think half the public wants to know, but they might out of curiosity. But if that is what the prosecution is wanting to know, the rescue team is wanting to know, the people who are out here looking for you and putting forth resources want to know, what was you doing? Like, why you do this? Where you was at? Like, why? What? What's going on? Where did you go? In the woods with no baby and some. What she has some Cheez-Its? Psychopath. Psychopath. Somebody abducted me so that they could paint my nails and play with my hair. And you think a light sentence is going, let me go get something to drink before I start coughing up cotton balls, man. I'm so freaking thirsty. Like, I'm so freaking thirsty. But I'm not happy about the Carlee Russell sentence. And y'all, I got so much stuff I want to talk about. I think I'm gonna go live from my desktop. It sounds good in theory, but then when I think about all I have to set up, it's like, but I got some stuff I do want to talk about. Like, I really want to talk about it, and it's worthy of me actually doing a setup. So I don't know. It's not gonna be today. I wish it could be today. It's not gonna be today. I got too much I gotta do, but it's gonna be soon because there is a couple of stories that I want to cover, and I need to have this car clean for real. I keep saying that too. Carlee Russell got a slap on the wrist for faking her abduction, crying, slinging snot in court, talking about she's sorry, and the DA is like, please set her butt down for a second so she can understand, because clearly her parents didn't do their job and ain't thinking about doing their job and ain't never gonna do their job, and she's just gonna do what is she gonna do next? What is she gonna do next? Look at Carlee's Twitter if they're still up. All down her tweets, it came off as a spoiled, self-centered, pompous little tween event, you know? And it's like, complain about your job and all this and that, and your parents basically gave you the easy life. There is no parents that are gonna come for me with a lawyer in tow if I do something. There are no parents that are gonna sit online, especially when they've established themselves and they got respect in the community, and be like, yeah, she was scared, she went through that, yeah, it happened, this really happened, and you know, she come talk to y'all when she want to talk to y'all. Like, what you gonna do? Ain't nobody gonna make my daughter do nothing. She can do whatever she wanna do. Why put yourself on the line like that? So now we know all y'all are deceivers, dishonest, not the upstanding citizens that Carlee said. I know her lawyer went over her speech with her. Who is the lawyer that y'all have? Her lawyer told her to say she want to get back to being the model citizen that she's been for 25 years. Who came and interrupted your model citizenry? Like, I don't know if I just made that up, but like, you was just being a model citizen, okay, about your model little upright citizen way, and somebody came along and said, hey, listen, check this out, we're gonna fake an abduction. And you was like, I'm a model citizen. I said, we gonna fake an abduction. And it's going to be a baby in this story. Come on, it's going to be fun. And you had no other choice. Now you want to get back to being the model citizen you were. So what you did at your job, that was... Listen, that's just the stuff we heard. Okay? I kind of wish she would have took it to trial. I know that it would have cost a little bit of money, but I think it would have been worth it. Because we would have found out a lot. We would have found out a lot. So they did manage to get her to plead guilty and not take it to trial because Carlee didn't want to plead guilty. Like, bro, you did that. The whole world saw you. Nobody believes your story. You came back and said, what? They should have had her evaluated. I don't know if they did. They may, I don't know. But I'm not just talking about mental health, depression. Uh, I'm talking about for being a psychopath. Bro, you said somebody came and got you, snatched you up while you was looking at a baby, and they was painting your nails and eating cheeses with you in a robe, and then told you, okay, put your clothes back on. Girls' night is over. You can go home now. And your lawyer and your parents was like, yeah, that's a good stuff. Come on, we got this. You ready? Oh, no, not today. What? When you gonna be ready? Okay, next week. Okay, cool. You want some cheeses? We got you. What you want? And paying for her. This chick would have had a court-appointed attorney. Mom, what? Bro, you faked an abduction. I'm not paying for no lawyer. No, I can't do that. I ain't got. I'd have been. We going. They calling you. You want to come down here and give your statement? Cause they actually want to do an interview with me. And if I do an interview, baby, I'm I'm gonna tell them everything I know. I'm gonna be like, she lied to y'all. Okay, she lied to y'all. She lied. This little girl. She lied to y'all. She lied. Do what you gotta do. I apologize that I birthed this child. But she lied. They didn't abduct her. Her parents didn't do that. Her parents was like, man, listen, she suffered. She went through. She fought. I know she fought. If we can't get the parents on the lies, can we at least get them by saying, yeah, your princess, she gonna have to go sit down. Yeah, she gonna have to go to jail. Cause that's what happens to adults when you don't take life seriously. Like, no consideration of how significant this. And then it's like also for the parents, because I'm just hoping that maybe you guys will see this video. That's why I'm just like, I'm just gonna say anything I want to say, because the prosecution couldn't say anything she wanted to say. Okay, so listen, y'all not off the hook as far as I'm concerned. You, the parents, it looks bad on you more so than Carlee. That's your product right there. She, that's your girl. That's your girl. You raised her. You taught her to be like that. You come rescue her just like you did in this situation. You put your reputation and your careers on the line, and your established relationships with your community on the line when you came on here and lied to us about Carlee. You did not make her stand up for her holding, like, taking responsibility. You let her sit there and decide what she's gonna go in. Then you have her, you allow her to tell this story instead of saying, listen, baby girl, we know you lying. Okay, even if you're not trying to tell us what's going on, we know you're lying, and you should not go down there with this lie. It's obvious. Everybody knows you're lying. We know you're lying. It's time to tell the truth, because you did something that you shouldn't have done. Y'all didn't even say that to her. You never said that to her in her life, right? Okay, cool. And you paying for her lawyer right now. You using your influence and everything to get her a slap on the wrist. And that little community service time really ain't gonna be nothing. And you gonna pay her restitution. And that's your head. This is God came in with a warning, and that was your warning. So do as thou wilt, or I hope Carlee changes, because this would be a slap on the wrist in comparison to what she could put you guys through one day, if according to what she's perceiving in her reality, it's not going well. It's not to her approval, and this is how I should handle it, because this is all I know. This is what I know. And consequences. What's that? Who? Me? Carlee? Nah. I'm just gonna snap. It's giving I will snap. It's giving what? That's a perfect example of someone who will snap. You just gonna up and decide that you gonna run away. But you gonna lie and say, make it look like somebody took you, because if you ran away, yeah, I'm sure your family would be concerned, your people would be concerned. Your boyfriend might say, girl, can you please, okay, we talk about it, whatever, just come back so I know you good out here or whatever. I don't know. After a couple of days or weeks, they probably would be like, okay, I know you grown, but how long you gonna be doing this? Like, you need to get back to real life. You can't run away from your problems. Something. They're gonna show you some attention, girl. Like, come on. An abduction though, and then you gonna just tell her, girl, your parents got this. Go ahead on. Come back in October and well, to all the young ladies who might think ever oh, that fell down there. Um, that don't do it. Don't do nothing like what Carlee did, cause baby, you ain't Carlee. I'm just here to tell you, and it might go differently for you. Your consequences might be a little steeper, and it's not cool. It's not okay. It's nothing to joke about, and it's really sad that our justice system is continuously failing us in so many ways. I'm really looking at this story sideways because all of the circumstances is just like this is Atlanta. I'm out. I'm out. It be some.